There was once a man named Arjun, a quiet painter from a small town. He had a gift, the kind that made people stop and stare. Every color he touched seemed to breathe. Every line he drew had a soul. But life, as it often does, was not kind to him. His first art exhibition, a dream he had waited years for, ended in silence. No one bought a single painting. No one even stopped long enough to ask his name. That night, Arjun sat alone in his small room. His brushes lay dry, his hands heavy with defeat. He looked at his reflection in the cracked mirror and whispered, "Maybe I'm just not good enough." Weeks passed. He stopped painting. The room that once smelled of fresh paint and turpentine now smelled of dust and regret. He took a small job painting walls blank, lifeless walls that didn't care about his dreams. Every day, as his roller brushed white paint over someone else's colors, he felt like he was burying a part of himself. One day, while painting a hospital wall, Arjun saw a little boy named Kabir. The boy had lost his leg in an accident, but his eyes still sparkled. Kabir asked, "Uncle, can you paint something for me?" Arjun smiled weakly and said, "What should I paint?" Kabir pointed to the blank wall and said, "Paint me a sky where everyone can run freely." That night, something in Arjun stirred. He opened his old paint box, now rusted and dry. And for the first time in months, his brush came alive again. He painted a sky like no other, a sky full of dreams, courage, and people running freely above the clouds. When Kabir saw it, he smiled and said, "Now, I can run again, Uncle." Those words hit Arjun like sunlight breaking through a storm. He realized something powerful: art doesn't have to be seen by the world to matter. Sometimes, one heart is enough. From that day, Arjun began painting again. But this time, not for fame, not for applause, but for meaning. He painted hospital walls, orphanage rooms, old age homes. Each stroke carried his pain. Each color whispered a story of healing. And slowly, something beautiful happened. People began to notice. They said, "There's something different about his art. It feels alive." Arjun was invited again to an exhibition. This time, he didn't dress fancy or hope for applause. He just brought his paintings, each born from tears, loss, and rebirth. When the curtains opened, the crowd went silent. They didn't see perfect art. They saw life. They saw pain turned into beauty. One journalist asked him, "What changed? Last time you failed, and now your art moves people to tears." Arjun smiled gently and said, "I stopped painting to prove I was great, and started painting to heal my pain." Music fades into soft heartbeat rhythm. He had learned the deepest truth of creation, that masterpieces are not born in comfort, but in chaos. That day, a man who once wanted to quit became a voice for everyone who ever suffered quietly. Years later, when Kabir grew up, he opened an art school for children with disabilities. On the first wall of that school hung a painting, the same sky Arjun had painted years ago. Under it, a quote read, "Pain doesn't destroy you, it transforms you." Arjun never became world famous, but wherever his art hung, people stood silently, as if listening to their own hearts. He had done what few ever do. He had turned his pain into purpose. So, if you're listening today, and your dreams feel far away, if your heart feels broken, remember Arjun. Don't hide from your pain. Hold it, understand it, and one day, let it become your masterpiece. Because sometimes, the most beautiful things in life come from the places that hurt the most. This is your reminder. Every wound you carry can become art. Every scar can become strength. And every pain can become purpose. Thank you for listening. This is Rise with English. Learn English. Feel inspired.